So we have found ourselves at Southwest Junior in Boulder City, and it is a rad little diner with kind of just old school Americana food. I got myself the meatloaf, my dad got the meatloaf, my mom got the pot roast, Kat, you got the, I think, BLT. It is delicious. It is down-home, basic diner food done extremely well. Real mashed potatoes, not instant. Really good meatloaf. Their pot roast is super juicy. They serve all of their drinks in these buckets, which is nice. And it's just kind of a rad little location. And they have pie. So I'm gonna eat all of this, get some pie, pass out in the back of the car. My parents are gonna drive us to Hoover Dam. I'll wake up, take photos of Hoover Dam, then pass back out. I'm very excited. We have found ourselves at the Hoover Dam, and I've been to the Hoover Dam once when I was young. And when I was young, the water was almost up to the top of the dam. I remember on one side it's this steep drop, and we'll show you some shots of that. And then on the other, the water was right here, and it's not. Like, I am not a good judge of distance, but 60 to 100 feet drop from the water line against the rocks in the background that you can see kind of behind me, and where the water is now, which for towns built out in the middle of the desert doesn't seem like a good idea.
The igneous rock that the winged figures of the Republic rest upon is called black diorite.
We built Vegas in an area of the world that has no fucking water on its own. We decided to pump water out to it, and we thought that was a great idea. And then we built a whole bunch of other towns all around it. We thought that was a great idea. And now that we're running out of the water, I have no idea what the hell we're gonna do out here.
We built cities and towns in the desert.
The desert always wins. Eventually the desert will retake this entire area because there'll be no water to keep it from, blowing everything over. Vegas is fucked without some form of massive change to how they utilize water and water coming in here.
Yeah.
But then again, so is the whole world. Climate change, yay!
So when Josh was here?
Yeah, when Josh was here last, like if you look at him now, it's like the, skinny Elvis, fat Elvis. Josh was definitely fat Elvis.
Yeah. The last time I was at Hoover Dam, I was Rhinestone Elvis.
Yeah, definitely. He was rocking it. But
I was not rocking it.
Yeah.
I was wearing shiny pants, I had big sideburns, I was fat as fuck. It was not good. Not a good look.
Tell the viewers what you just did.
I didn't do shit. Khatu's a liar. Believe nothing. I left the remote and my smartphone camera on the roof of the car.
And what did the car do?
It drove away. It was still there, wasn't it?
Ready? Hi.
Hi. So we woke up early as shit in the morning. We came here. Do you remember the name of this coffee place?
Red something.
Something roasted coffee. Shit. River Rock.
River Rock. I knew it was something with an R.
Oh, touche. 1 second. Okay, yes, I am recording. I just wanted to make sure. All right, so we woke up early as shit this morning in order to get to Bryce Canyon, but first we stopped by River Rock. Red, God, you're getting me. We woke up early as shit this morning in order to get to Bryce Canyon. This is our 4th time doing this, by the way. And we stopped by River Rock Roasting Coffee Place, whatever. We'll put something down in the description. They're fantastic. Their cinnamon rolls were out of this world. Their muffins were really, really, really good. Their coffee was perfect. And they had this beautiful view of like a teeny tiny canyon in the background. So we are gonna race up to Bryce Canyon. It's supposed to be cold as shit there today. We're gonna do some hiking and hopefully get there before the crowds get there. We won't do that.
We take a long time to travel.
We do. If it's an hour-long drive, we'll be there in 4 hours. Okay. We have driven for an hour and a half outside of Boulder City, and we have crossed 3 states, Nevada, New Mexico, and now we're heading into Utah on our way up to Zion Canyon. But it is unfortunately probably very beautiful views, but everything is just super hazy from the wildfires out in California. So we're hoping that as we go further north, there'll be less haze, and as the sun stays out, it'll burn it off, but who knows? We'll find out.
It's 12:30. We've been up since 5, driving since 7, and now we're stopping for tacos, and we're still an hour away from Zion. I don't like working this hard for nature. Now for some tacos for lunch, because the Bacos need to be fed every 2 hours or they go hangry.
Hi. Getting to Zion, finally.
Yeah, it took us 6 hours for a 3-hour drive. Right now, we don't really have a choice. You have to take a shuttle throughout the canyon, but there are times when you don't. You can actually drive down the canyon. Fucking don't. Take the shuttle. There's no parking in any of these spots. Take the shuttle to each one of the stops. Get out, walk around, don't have to worry about your car. Your car's parked at the front. Always take the shuttle. Best way to go.
So it's taken the Baco family a 6-hour drive, plus 2 buses. But we were finally walking on 2 feet.
Yes.
Thank goodness. Travels in space finally travels.
Finally. And we're in a canyon. It's a nice canyon. It's also a very narrow canyon at this point.
Is it gotten narrow yet?
It's starting to get pretty narrow, love. I'd say it's 200 feet across where we're at right now. Eventually it'll get to be about 30 feet across or something like that. It gets skinny.
Yes, right outside the visitor center, like right outside the entrance.
That is so much more clever than bringing and ruining your own shoes.
Definitely.
Perfect.
It's $30 for the waterproof, the socks, the shoes, and the walking stick.
Oh, $30, amazing. Thank you.
So if you're coming down into Bryce Canyon and your intention is to hike the Narrows, sorry, this is all, I'm gonna fall down 100%. You're gonna have to walk through water, through a significant portion of it. So you can either ruin your own shoes, or for $30 per person, you could rent a pair of waterproof shoes, a pair of waterproof socks, and a walking stick from the visitor center before you come down. $30 per person, I gotta tell you, it's probably super worth it. We did not do that, because I like hiking in dress shoes, because I'm an idiot. This is the fat-friendly squirrel that everyone keeps feeding. People shouldn't be feeding the squirrel.
So many people. He's got a little.
Nope, I don't have food. Get away from me.
No. nice to run into a little family of deers with 2 little babies. Mule deer? Mule deers. And they seem very tame, very used to people. They didn't flinch, didn't stop doing what they were doing. They didn't heed us whatsoever. We're just ghosts to them.
So we've seen one fat squirrel and some big-eared deer.
And both nary a care about humans whatsoever.
We are now leaving Zion Canyon. We did not hike all the way down the Narrows because we didn't have the shoes for it, but we are heading out to go find some dinner, I think at the Spotted Dog, but we will let you know. We have left Zion, and it was a struggle. There was an issue with the keys. We had to take the shuttle. The shuttle is great. Again, I mentioned earlier, take the shuttle. But the one in town runs a little bit slower, so it's going to take you a while to get back to where you parked. Well, we got out of there, and our Airbnb is in Hurricane, which is nearby Zion, so we went to dinner in Hurricane. We found a place called Pig's Ears. So far, we've only had a little bit of their food, but the service is great. The decor is very Spartan, but I dig it. And the food looks like it's going to be really, really good. So I'm really excited. I'm also very tired and extraordinarily hungry, and I kind of just want to eat this food and pass out. So I'm very excited my parents are here, because they can drive me back to the Airbnb, and I can go to sleep in the backseat of an SUV. Normally we shoot B-roll the moment the food gets down. And we're like, oh, these are all the pretty plates, and everything's plated all nice. The B-roll that you just saw is post having already dug in. We were all so hungry and everything smelled so good. And I gotta tell you, if you find yourself visiting Zion, there's a couple of restaurants that are in like that Springdale area outside of Zion. They all get packed. They're all probably just a little bit touristy. Drive out. Drive the half-an-hour drive out of Zion, go into Hurricane, find Pig's Ear, maybe get a reservation. This is delicious. I had the New York steak with a kind of a demi-glace sauce, potatoes au gratin. It is fantastic. My father had the king salmon with what looks like couscous. Perfect. My mother had the Parmesan chicken cutlets, which again are fantastic. Everything on this table is amazing. And again, I apologize for not getting the fancy B-roll because we were legitimately starving and the food is that good. We just dug in immediately. I highly recommend.
How's everything tasting right here?
Excellent, absolutely perfect. The decor in the place is Spartan. Gray walls, gray ceiling, gray floor, basic tables, and I think the reason for that is they let the food speak for themselves here, and it's out of this world. The food is absolutely incredible, and I mean it's a little bit pricier, but I think it's worth it. I'm gonna go back to eating now. I don't want to talk to you anymore.